Hey, it's me RJB and we're back again. Today we've got a match, a continuation of a best of series between Ameba and JH. In the last video, JH and Ameba both managed to take a single win off each other. The second one, the win for Ameba, being very, very close. So let's dive into game number 3 in this series. Now let's see where they're located. We've got hello today here on the olive green color, now on the blue, here on the top right of the map. Hello today is known as JH, a very successful fastest map player who has won the foreign Starcraft Worlds tournament multiple times and is also pretty darn good, or considered to be pretty darn good, within the Korean scene. Usually he goes by the name Voss, F-O-S-S. Now that is Voss because in Korean they have the same letter for the V and the B. So it was actually meant to be boss, but it turned into Voss because the Korean language or the script doesn't have a letter that's, well, different for either of them. And here we've got Ameba on the name Sobia Major. And not sure what that really implies. Sobia is, I think, a district or a location. Not entirely sure. I do know that a major, of course, is a major, like in the army. A major in the army. So probably something to do with that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to make wild guesses here, but it is kind of gotten my interest. Like, what does it mean? Why is he calling himself Sobia Major? Hello today just sounds kind of cool. Hello today. It sounds kind of nifty. So in the first two matches that we saw yesterday, JH went for 2 barracks into a command center, and it looks like he's going to do the exact same thing again because he's saving up some money. So both players finding each other here on the middle of the map. So gonna turn off this background music, or should I keep it on? Might be fun for a change, just for once. Relaxing background music. And it's copyright free, so I have no issues using this at all. It's like a copyright music video on YouTube that I found, and I've just been using those copyright free music videos, which are like an hour long, to avoid having to remove parts of my video. And I really do kind of like those musics in the background. I really like the feeling. It's a bit different from the usual we see with the game music, but this is kind of nice for a change. We've got the Cyber Courier on the way for Ameba and 2 assimilators as well. The assimilators are a little bit late, I feel, but maybe I'm wrong. My feeling tells me that it's a little bit late. We've got 2 cannons in the front. His V goes down. Ouch. Not an important SCV though, but no information for JH here because the front wall has already been sealed off. So he just decides to add on a 3rd command center because that is the best option to go for, really. Your enemy cannot attack you, your enemy has no units, so you might as well just add on a double command center and get rich. I do think that the getting rich portion of this build order is going to really benefit JH this game, because in the previous 2 games he had a really great display where he just managed to defend every single drop attempt Ameba threw at him with seemingly not much effort, or seemingly not taking much damage, because I'd be lying if I said that it didn't take much effort. Defending successfully against drops to such a degree that JH did most certainly takes a lot of effort. It's not easy. Factory altogether on the way. Only has a small amount of Marines, but those Marines are of course plenty given the fact that Ameba is... Alright. I might be wrong here. Ameba is switching into something different. He went for a change of clothes, and this change of clothes might be something JH is not ready for. We've got Dragoons on the way with Dragoon range and a single rover here in the front for a shuttle and a reaver. That's a very interesting adaptation from his previous build orders that seemingly didn't seem to have much success. So I'm hoping for Ameba that this build order he's going for now will have more success. It will hopefully deal more damage. We've got a 2nd robo coming out already there as well, and even more Dragoons on the way. He's mining from 3 assimilators, so keep that in mind. For this specific build order, you need 3 assimilators. You cannot afford a Citadel of the Dune or a Templar's Archive. That's also something to note down for the future. You can only afford production from 3 gateways with Dragoons, and then you have to stop making Dragoons after you have 7 of them. Because you need the gas from that point onwards to buy Reavers, a support bay, and a Citadel of the Dune, it appears. So he's going to try to do some harassing here on the front with the Dragoons as Dragoon range is finished, and it's going to force JH to invest a lot of minerals into bunkers and repairing the bunkers as well. We have Marine range on the way here from JH. He has finished Stim upgrade, but it doesn't really help him much to have Stim upgrade. Also has no medics yet. A lot of Marines there going down. The bunker in the front will go down soon. Marine range is halfway done. I'm going to highlight that there in the box so we can see that it's on the way and when it will finish. He's got Siege Mode also finishing up very soon, and the Siege Mode finishing up will save the day. But he has to keep that tank alive, and he has to keep this bunker alive as well. Siege Mode is seconds away. Oh no, the tank goes down. Very, very greedy move, and poor control there from JH, trying to use the tank siege range, the tank regular attack range, which is 1 greater than Dragoon range. It's something you can often see on the regular maps where a pro Terran player will try to fend off Dragoons with an unsieged tank. JH tried to emulate that, but it went completely wrong. But he does have another tank there, and he did survive that attack and didn't take all that much damage. And because he has so many SCVs already, 45, he is, well, completely on track on becoming really big and strong. But we've got a Reaver there on the way with a shuttle, and there's no tanks in the front because he pulled the tank there to the top side. He's expecting a drop in the at his main, but we're going to be looking and seeing a frontal attack maneuver. He's got speed for his zealots on the way. He's waiting for the speed, and he's waiting for the level 1 attack. But the level 1 attack is... No, he's not waiting for level 1 attack. He's just waiting for the speed and the shuttle speed. He goes in there. Reaver there in the back is going to be the target of his scarabs. He's getting on top of the tank. The tank goes down within a single shot. It was already on low HP. Now he's going straight for the bunkers. Bunkers are getting taken down very quick, and the Dragoons there are doing so much work, but it's mostly these 2 Reavers that are absolutely demolishing everything that we can see right here. Bunkers with Marines are not that strong without the tank support if there's a Reaver in the mix ready to take down those bunkers from afar. Range, as pro player The Rock once said, range is one of the most important things in Starcraft. Abusing range, and Sobia Major is abusing the Reaver range here really well. He took down about 5 or 6 bunkers, about 20 or 30 Marines, a tank, some depots and turrets as well, so that's a lot of damage dealt there to JH, who's now forced to build even more bunkers to try and stay alive, because he is expecting more attacks through the front. But it looks like Ameba is switching over into a drop. Straight from frontal harassment into a drop. He's got... Oh, that's a lot of Reavers. That's 4 Reavers, so this one is preventing him from picking up the last one. He's just going to ignore it completely. Might as well just keep it there at home. So he's got 3 Reavers, 2 Zealots, 6 Zealots, and 3 Templars. And he finds himself a nice opening to fly in from, but Marines already on the way to intercept the shuttle. Storms gets most of the units out there in the open. There's a lot of Reavers there on the low ground. Storms all the Marines now. The Zealots are taking down the tank. The tanks are being pushed back. The tanks are being killed. The Reavers are rolling forward, and there's not much units here ready or capable of attacking these Reavers, because those Reavers will destroy everything. We just have a lot of bunkers in the front, but the bunkers are completely empty. So the Reavers are just crawling forward towards the SCVs, and there's nothing there to stop them. Nothing there to stop them. The Scarab is not gonna end. The Scarab... Oh, the Scarab explodes, so he did get a lot of them. He did get a lot of those SCVs there, and still Zealots here in the front, attacking bunkers that only this bunker has units in it. But that's a massive hit there from Ameba on JH, who seems to be having a lot of trouble defending against the style that Ameba is using this game, and the style from Ameba is, in my opinion, quite impressive to watch. Once again, comes in with another Storm Drop. Storm Drop arrives on the scene. SCVs are running away. He kills almost nothing there, though. But I do think there's one more Templar there, somewhere in the mix. Nope. All Templars are dead, but now there's Dragoons and Zealots on the low ground, killing everything that there is. And JH knows that he's got nothing left to defend, because he has 2 starports, no money, because his SCVs were running all over the place, trying to survive. He only had 2 barracks and a single factory. He might have played this one a little bit too, I want to say, greedy. He tried to cut corners, and cutting corners apparently doesn't really work all that often. you can die very quickly and very ugly if you get punished for cutting corners. That was really well played there from JH. I mean from Ameba. He played that one really, really well. He was on track, he was spending his minerals very, very well, better than in the previous games, and he was just doing a very well thought out and executed build order, which in my opinion is the most important thing, is executing your build order as it should be executed. That's exactly what he did. I do think the game could have gone a bit different if JH had gone for a less greedy build order and had optimized himself a little bit better, but it wasn't meant to be for today. Not for that match, at least. That means we now have one more win for Ameba. It's 2-1. We're moving over to game number 4. And of course, we're looking at the same matchup because these two players are just playing the same matchup in a best of 5. And I hope game number 4 is going to be an exciting one. And I really hope JH manages to put on a bit more of a fight in game number 4. He has the chops. We've seen it in the past. He has what it takes to beat some really good Protosses. And Ameba has a pretty good Protoss. He's a little bit lower APM, less micro focused. He's almost entirely focused on macro and good setups and accuracy with his storms. And JH is mostly focused on micro and optimization. And very smart responses to most of the things that are thrown at him. I'm going to speed up the first minute or 2, maybe 2 minutes. Got Sobia going for a mid-proxy gateway build order here. Oh, this could get bloody, but we have... Alright, I don't want to make predictions too early. I don't want to speak out of turn. But it looks like JH is going to be fine. JH is very, very strong against proxy mid-gate build orders because he starts with an 8 barracks. With a barracks on 8 supply. And follows it up with, of course, a depot and 2 more barracks, one at 10. Right before this one spawns, he makes another one, and then he uses this SCV to make another barracks as well, most of the time. But this time around, it looks like he's just putting that one to work on the minerals. Meaning he's doing the same thing as last 3 games. He's going for... Wait, is he going for a 3rd one? He goes for the 3rd one. But that's a first in this series, going for 3 barracks. So we've got 3 gateways on the middle as well. And we've got probes looking, hunting, and trying to find JH's base. There's honestly not much to say at the moment. The game is just progressing as you would expect it to. So he finally gets found. He doesn't know, he doesn't even scout the middle because he's assuming that Ameba would never ever go for a proxy midgate. Because proxy midgate usually tends to be terrible against top level players like this. Because good marine micro and having very early marines out with that 8 supply barracks usually is enough to get a very quick and easy win for the Protoss, for the Terran. We've seen it happen many, very many times over and over, where the Terran just defends this so easily, and it just looked like this is going to be an easy defense as well, because now there's 2 Zealots out on the map, and there's another wave of Marines arriving soon, and a bunker already there on the way. The probe there hasn't finished the cannon, because he's trying to get the pylon, because he's building a forge, and he's waiting for the fort to finish so he can start building cannons in the front. Now, Ameba's units are getting right on top of those Marines there, though, and this is looking pretty ugly here for JH. Usually he holds this very easily. The bunker finishes. He's not getting his... Oh, his Marines are getting blocked by his own SCV. He can't get them into the bunker. This is looking very bad for JH. I thought this was going to be a great, easy game for JH here, because usually he holds this so well. But this time around, it looks like everything is going monumentally wrong. There's only 3 Marines there ready to fight back against looks to be 7 or 6 Zealots, and more are on the way from the middle, and 2 cannons in the front are also being built. He's moving forward, gonna kill that Zealot first. The micro there is great though from JH, but it's taking too long to kill that one. The bunker there also gets cancelled, or well, denied. He's using another SV to try and get the bunker up and running. He's gonna try to snipe the probe, but the probe there runs away just in time, so the cannons are gonna be finishing up in the front. He's also getting his SCVs there killed in the back by those Zealots. The two Zealots are on very low HP, so that's very disastrous that those two Zealots managed to survive. The more Zealots are coming in. Marines are entering the bunkers, but the cannons are finishing up very soon. And this game is looking very, very even more bad than it did in the past. He's trying to make an academy there, but it's going to take too long. And he calls it GG. And that is 3 wins here for Sobia Major already. So that just went very, very wrong. I thought JH would have this, because in the past he's shown that he has no trouble defending against this build order, but everything just went completely wrong. And when things go completely wrong and completely right for the Protoss, you don't have a shot. You don't have a chance. You just roll over and die. And as we saw right there, a game can actually be this quick. Games can be over very, very quick with specific build orders. So even though we almost never see this build order that Sobia Major did this game, which we don't see for a pretty good reason most of the time, this time around, that little bit of a mix-up, that going for a different build order really worked out in Ameba's favor. And it took him a very, very easy and quick win. But it's 3 wins already for our Protoss player Ameba. And things are looking bad and bleak here for JH. Can he make a comeback in the following games? Can he come back to win game number 5, 6? Maybe, I think he needs 7 as well. So this is a best of 7 series. He needs to win game number 5, 6, and 7 if he wants to win this series. Because he's 2 games down. Winning number 5 and 6 gets him on a tie on 3-3. 3 wins for both. So this is going to be a very difficult one. He has to win 3 in a row in Terran versus Protoss. And does he have that in him? Does he have it in him to win? Ameba here looking better and better as each game goes on. In the first game, he was unable to win. In the second game, he won. The third game, he won. And the fourth game, he won. So things are looking very, very good for him here. And this time around, though, I'm even less hopeful than I was last game for this build order. Because even though Sobia is on a mid spawn, which is very, very good for proxy mid-gate, because your probe is very close to the middle, the traveling distance is very, very short. It takes like 15 seconds to arrive on the middle. Whereas if you go from a corner spawn to the middle to build this proxy base or proxy gateway thing, it takes like 5 or 7 seconds longer, which is really, really bad. And then there's also the traveling distance towards the enemy, which in that case is also 7 seconds longer. So in total, you have 14 seconds or more that are being added on if you do a proxy mid-gate build order from a corner spawn instead of from doing it while you're on a middle spawn. And that's also why I think that JH has a way better shot at defending. Because last game he was a middle spawn and the gateways were right outside of his entrance. This time around there's a lot of traveling distance here all the way to the base. He's all the way nestled into this little corner here. So that extra time or extra distance added on for Ameba might make this fail. But as we saw last game, I thought it would fail last game as well, and last game it succeeded really well. It was an instant kill. But it was in part because JH just made a lot of small mistakes and everything just went wrong. If things go right, he should be fine. We've got the bunker there coming up in the front, and we've got 2 Zealots already walking into the front as well. And they're gonna make life for this SV very, very difficult. He's forced to run away for its life. Proper in the back, also getting killed by who is blocking the geyser there. The refinery gets blocked by a pylon. Very good move. Now it's gonna delay stim upgrade and range, and even factories for JH. JH now on the hunt though, ready to kill those Zealots, and the Zealots have taken quite some damage already. He's got a bunker coming up in the front, and the bunker in the front, in the choke, got cancelled. Got a probe there rolling in. Zealots are arriving on the scene as well. Zealots are trying to get on top of the SV there that's trying to build the bunker. But it's going for the Marines there instead. And the Marines are microing into the tiny little space where a Zealot can only attack. Oh, he's getting right on top of every single Marine once again. But this time he's building the pylon very, very close to the barracks. And that might be a little bit too arrogant, maybe? He's killing SCVs there though. He's doing an amazing job here with getting damage down on JH. And JH is facing some Well, he's got a bunker there with one Marine in it, and now more Marines are spawning, and he's losing a lot of SCVs here, though. That's a lot of dead SCVs right there for JH, but we also have a low probe count here somehow for Ameba. I'm not sure how his probe count got so low, because I don't think he ever got attacked by a Marine in his base. He's been producing. The probe count is just very low. But JH here now down to 9, all the way down from 17 or 15, so we lost about 6 or 7, one of the two. And he's even losing more here in the back, as there's more Zealots just straight going for the SCVs, ignoring Marines, ignoring everything else. He's got almost no SCVs left on the middles. He's got... Alright, this is looking really bad. This is looking really bad. 7 SCVs left, all here in the back. Now he's got number 8 there as well, but this is looking really bad. It's 8 SCVs against 15 probes. He did stop the cannons, though, from happening. Maybe he's not making cannons, he's going for Cybercore instead, and his gas finished up in the base. And more Zealots are bottoming up here in the corner, because he wants to go for a run-in once again. He wants to go for the same trick. But now we've got a medic, and we've got more Marines. So I'm not sure if it's going to work. We have Stim Upgrade also on the way. Very far away, though, still. It's gonna take a while. Marines there, Micro. Medic is doing this job. They're blocking some access from the Zealots. Zealots are getting on top of the SCVs once again. Kill a single SCV, kills the Medic there as well. Now back on top of those SCVs. SCVs are running away to safety. Marines are coming into the mix as well, trying to save those SCV lives, because those SCV lives are very important in this game. Losing any more SCVs and this game could... He might as well leave if you lose any more of them SCVs. Zealots Marines there on the way. Stim Upgrade very close to finishing. More Zealots are on the scene, but this time around the Marine count is too great for those Zealots to really go into. Maybe he should have built a cannon, but there was Marines in the bunkers already. So maybe a good choice he didn't go for the cannons. Goes in with the probe once again just to scout and get information on the backside there. Looking at 10 SCV against 20 probes. He's got a Citadel of Dune on the way. Alright, so he's checking for detection. Oh no, this probe there, is he gonna get a kill? No, doesn't get the kill. It's getting killed instead. We've got an engineering bay there on the way, because JH knows that Dark Templars are a very real and strong option for Ameba here, and he has to make sure that Dark Templars are not going to happen. But this is something we very rarely see. JH getting outdone by a very simple proxy mid-gate build order. Marines stimming into the front there, gonna get on top of those Zealots. One Zealot there in the back though, walking through, ignoring the Zealots, Marines in the front, but it's walking into a bunker. The bunker there, two Marines are coming to aid, coming to save those SCVs there from that dreadful Zealot. Zealot there gonna go down before it gets a single SCV kill there though. Now JH is moving out into the middle because he's going for the counter attack, because he is... Well, we're expecting a Dark Templar, and the Dark Templar is already on the way. You've got Dark Templar on the middle on the way as well, but he's going to try to kill the pylon and the Zealots there first, but he's forced to pull back, because there's simply too many Zealots there getting us around on the Marines. Might be a little bit too greedy here from JH, but JH knows that he has to push for something. He has to push his luck, has to push his... Well, has to do something, because he's pretty far behind, although he's catching up with his worker count, because now we're looking at 22 against 16. So somehow, JH has managed to bridge the gap by 7 or 6. Even though it was 10 SCVs to 20 probes, but somehow he's now on less than a deficit than before. Dark Templars are spawning there as well. The Micro on the middle is pretty amazing there from JH. He's trying to... Oh, the Dark Templar spawns. The Dark Templar is going to hunt down those Marines. The Marines are balling up all over the place, and the Dark Templar is just going to go straight for the base. He's going to ignore the Marines that are in the front, or maybe he's going to cut off the path. He's cutting off the path. He's forcing those Marines to stay on the middle, but the Dark Templar there coming from the base, ready to kill the Marines as they enter and try to get some damage down on the base, or maybe get some scouting done. But nope. Ameba doesn't want it to happen, but it happens nonetheless. But they're going to walk straight into a cannon. He gets another probe there. Probe goes down. Dark Templar here somewhere in the base. Or did it get taken down? Dark Templar. Oh, Dark Templar got taken down in the front. He's already had a turret there in the front. And the Marines here in the base also go down. So that situation there ends on a low note. Both players don't really achieve much with the Dark Templars or with the Marines. And we're in a stalemate situation, where I think Ameba, with a very inconsistent probe production, somehow failed to hold on to that probe lead. So that was some very poor probe production there from Ameba, somehow. In the previous games he looked very good, but maybe he was a little bit too focused on killing SCVs there in the back and forgot to make his own probes, which can sometimes happen even to very good and great players. So now JH is on track to coming back into this match. I just hope he can make it. The engineering bay has been relocated. He's very slowly progressing forward with his base, building turrets everywhere for detection, so not a single bit of the base is uncovered by turret detection. So once again, moving out. Might be very greedy from him to move out here while he's facing the threat of Dark Templars. Although currently there's no Dark Templars on the map, he's just got Templars. But the Dark Templar is getting shuttled into the base, but there's enough Marines there to stop this from really being effective. The only part he can attack which is not detected is this part here. He's pulling back to the base though, because he saw and heard something. Dark Templar there in the front. It's looking for an opening. Looking for an opening. It's walking into turret detection there. It's gonna try it. Oh no, it's running away very, very fast. It has to run away very, very fast. It survives there though in the corner. What a tense match so far, even though we haven't really seen all that many units on the map. We've seen a lot of fighting back and forth somewhat, although JH is still trailing behind by a lot. We've got a second command center in the back with scan upgrade, and scan is going to come out soon to detect maybe this Dark Templar or maybe get some information on the base. And before this drop comes in, I'm going to grab a drink. Slow shuttles coming in very, very slowly and landing some Templars and Zealots in the base. He knows that there's of course nothing there in the top corner because he got the Dark Templar there, and now the Zealots and the Templars are coming in. Oh, Templar's gonna storm, but he's running away. He's trying to avoid the storms. Avoids one storm, loses one Marine. Second storm coming out, also loses another Marine. And there's no third storm, so that is pretty well defended. That move from Ameba had the potential to kill a lot of Marines if JH hadn't controlled his Marines that well. But it just so happens that JH has some amazing storm predicting skills and manages to dodge them almost entirely most of the time. Against other players, that might have just been an amazing move where a lot of Marines went down, but it was worth the shot because he could never make it into the base with those shuttles to kill the SCVs. Or he could have tried, But from his perspective, that was his best option. You know what? We need some epic battle music. Instead of this somewhat chill music. I hope this isn't too much. So he comes in once again from the top side. He's unloading Reavers all over the place. Zealots as well. And there's a Templar in the mix there as well. Templar is storming on the SVs. The SVs go down. All the SVs are getting running. All the SVs are surviving barely, but the Reavers on the top side are killing most of the Marines. Oh, what a brutal fight here. JH really taking the beating, but he's coming out somewhat fine. Although the Reaver there gets down eventually, but it does take down a lot of units. Another drop, they're already coming in from the top side. This time around, it's a Templar and a couple of Zealots, and JH is ignoring it because he didn't expect it to be flying in. And now there comes a storm on the SVs there, and the SVs all go down. He's only left with 19 SVs in total. All the way down from 39 to 20. Really painful drop there, but very well executed there by Ameba. We got a tank drop on the way as well. Follow this tank drop into the base. Does he have cannons there to defend? He has 1 cannon, 2 cannons, 4 cannons, 5 cannons. That's a lot of cannons there. He's sieging up the tanks there though, ready to shoot on the probes. Kills 3 of them. Oh, that's not what he was looking for. He really had to hit a massive amount of probes there to make it count, but he failed to connect. Another drop there, already prepared on the top side. Still have the Dark Templar there to kill turrets and Marines. So that Dark Templar is getting a lot of value out of itself. Drop comes in, starts focusing on the drops. The drop goes down. Zealous unloaded right on top of the Marines, and the tank kills more Marines than the Zealous does. Dark Templar there in the top corner also still alive with 9 kills in total. He's gonna have to kill that one very soon, sometime very in the near future, because this Dark Templar is keeping vision on his entire top side. His entire top side is where Ameba will keep flying in from. That is certain, without a doubt. The music is maybe a little bit too loud. Maybe this is a little bit too low. Maybe I just completely turned it off, but I'm already so far into the video that turning off the music that isn't the official game music, it might be a little bit too late. My epic shuttle drop flying in. We've got 1 Templar, 3 Zealots, 4 Zealots, 7 Zealots in total, 2 more Templars for 8 Zealots, 3 Templars. Ooh, he gets spotted out by the engineering bay, and JH is responding to it by stimming his Marines into the fray, focusing down the shuttles. Templars are reloading, Templars storms for the Marines. The Marines this time around are too late with dodging, and this time around there's a pretty painful drop there. There's a lot of Zealots in the base, ready to clear out this bottom corner of the base. JH pull his SCVs away to safety just to be sure, smart move, but this cost him a lot of mining time, because it just so happened that there were no Templars left to storm on the SCVs there. Now the Zealots are coming in to fight against those Marines. The Marines are facing level 1 armor upgrades on the Zealots, which make those Zealots pretty darn strong. Level 1 attack damage there on the Marines also does a lot of work. But another drop there already flying in. He's not given the moment to rest. The drop comes in, starts stimming on the shuttle. Shuttle's getting taken down very slowly, but 1 Templar unloads. We have only 1 Templar here on the mix, but there's so many Zealots once again there on the low count, ready to take down units. He's doing a lot of work there. We got another tank drop there on the way, going towards the base of Ameba. He tried to land another one with this one, but he couldn't connect. And there's too many cannons, I believe. Yeah, there's too many cannons there on the scene. Not a drop. Nope, that's Zealots there still in the base. They're running in through the front. He's just running in through the front this time around because he knows that he can, because GH is so far behind in the game. And Ameba can just keep throwing shit everywhere. Oh, he tried to land a tank drop. He hit a tank drop. He somehow hit it. I ignored that drop, but he somehow managed to just hit like 12 probes somehow. So we got 12 probes there. So the game is somewhat even now in terms of worker counts, but now there's Templars arriving on the scene as well. There's 4 Templars, 5 Templars storming on everything that he can, but he's missing most of them. There's this... Oh, that one is a pretty big hit there though. Oh, he killed about 15. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, that's a good hit. And now they are morphing into Archons, and these Marines might not be in time to kill those Archons, because the Archons are pretty damn strong. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Yeah, he gets it. He gets it. Just in time. But yeah, JH is bruised and tattered. He's bruised and blue, black and blue all over. This is costing him an arm and a leg. And we've got a mass Zealot attack that are coming in through the front. He's trying to go for a counterattack there with 2 tanks to hit more probes, but I don't think it's going to hit anything anymore from now onwards, because there's so many cannons strewn about, and these Zealots here are breaking in through the front. The bunker there is going to help him a lot though, but the Marines are stepping away, trying to run away, but it won't be enough. So the tanks there in the back are of course also very helpful. And this tight little corridor there actually... Oh, we get stormed to death once again. Everything is happening at the same time. He lost another 15 SCVs there to the storm, so that's really well coordinated attack. And the Dark Templar, they're still alive, and he's putting tanks there to kill cannons so that he can maybe go for an attack on the pro. So he's trying to set himself up for future success. Another drop there already coming in. This time around, there's once more Templars on the scene, ready to storm the SCVs there, but he stormed all the Marines instead. Oh, this Ameba is just non-stop aggression. JH is not given the room to breathe at any time. And the Dark Templar, I think, eventually went down with like 20 kills in total. That Dark Templar is the MVP this match. Once again, frontal attack dropped, also moving out at the same time. There's no front, basically. There's 2 depots and no units. He does have some tanks here set up along those factories, but he's only got 6 Marines, 7 Marines. And some Marines are in the bunkers. More Marines are spawning. He's got no level 2 weapon attack on the way, but level 2 armor is finishing soon for Ameba. And he's got a Stormtrooper on the way already as well. He's trying to intercept the shuttle, but he turns around. He's drawing all those Marines into the Templars. And he goes right back in as the Zealots are taking fire away from the Templars. And the Templar storms on the SCVs there. Most SCVs go down. Only have 21 left this time around. And the Zealots are still streaming into the front and from the backside, still killing stuff. This game is progressively getting harder and more difficult and more painful for GH to play. Ameba is really showing that he is a very good Protoss player and very good in this matchup. In the very first 2 matches, I didn't believe the rumors that Ameba was a truly feared player. This time around, he's proving his worth. Another drop there coming in from the top side, though. This time around, SVs are running away, but there's 3 storms. 1 storm, 2 storms. He misses all the storms on the... Oh, he hits the most important storm, the final one. Gets a lot of SV kills there. Now we're back to 19 against 46 probes. Because it appears that somehow, once again, JH hit a tank drop. I'm not sure how he keeps hitting the tank drops, but he hit another tank drop. How does he do it? He killed another 16 probes, but it's not enough because the other storm drop is already there. Another one. I'm not even given time to talk about the match. I mean, I'm given time to talk about the match because this is the match. Non-stop storm drops. But I'm not given the chance to talk about anything else except storm drops flying in and attacks rolling in through the front. 60 supply against 130. Is there still a way? Is it still possible? Do you believe? Is there a situation where GH can somehow miraculously make a comeback? Cells are coming in from the front end. A drop coming in as well. He's unloading Templars. There's 2 Templars there, right there on the scene. Storms all Marines there though. But he's killing... Oh, Zealots are getting a surround on the tanks coming in from the back there though. The Mercs are helping out, but level 2 armor in those Zealots is so damn strong. Never before have I seen a Protoss just go for armor upgrades instead of going for everything else, really. So the one thing we do have to keep in mind is that GH would probably have already died if it wasn't for those tank drops that I keep missing somehow. That I keep missing are happening. He would have already died, honestly. He's now putting tanks up on the hill as well to make defending a little bit easier. And he's using the drops that he produced to get vision on the sides, and finally he's rebuilding turrets because there's no longer a Dark Templar running back and forth killing whatever structures or units it finds here on the top side. But there's a drop there. Zealots, Templars, of course, High Templars, Zealots, gonna arrive on the scene, starts to unload there, pretty far away from the SCVs there, but he's just planning on killing units, and killing units successfully so. More Zealots are coming in from the top, he's got 2 more Storms, 2 more Storms are there, kills more units, 1 more Storm left. Well, he kills all the Storms, I think. Well, this one Zealot there is so damn annoying. So he's once again killing Cancer on the bottom side to prepare himself for a tank drop on those probes. He's hanging in there. And Ameba is having a really tough time. He's throwing out non-stop attacks, but he's also forced to keep focusing on trying to keep his probes alive. Tank arrives on the scene. Tank starts to unload. Probes are running away in time. Oh, kills another 12. Good shot, good shot. But this time around, Ameba had 82 probes. Now he's got 69. So he's completely fine. But here, we've got a situation that isn't looking that great. We've got about 13, 14, 15 Zealots here on the scene, and Templars as well. Templar already stormed, already shot its load, but now it's the Zealots' turn to wreak havoc and kill stuff. And these tanks without upgrades are not doing that hot against those level 2 armored Zealots. Eventually, though, everything goes down, and the CVs are pulling back to base. But the supply is almost... The supply is actually half. Got half the supply, but somehow he is refusing to die. Now do note that Ameba hasn't really built anything onto his base. Of course, for the same reason that he's always losing his probes to tank shots. Comes in, starts to unload. Oh, this time around there's so many Zealots, it's impossible to defend. Look at how many Zealots there are. You can just clean up house. You can just go for the command center, and the command center will stay alive. The Marines are coming from the front to the back, trying to save the command center, but there's tanks shooting on the command center as well because Zealots are right next to it. And the command center will go down. Will it go down? Is he gonna do it? No, it is getting repaired successfully. So this game is 22 minutes in, and GH is so close to dying. All the time. All the time he's very close to dying, but somehow he's hanging in there. And Ameba is having trouble finishing him off. Once again, tanks up on the hill there are killing stuff on the low ground, trying to open up a path to kill more probes. 82 probes down. Oh, once again, drop comes in there from the top side though. Oh, Templars are on the scene. Templars start. Okay, this is it. This is it. Hiya. Yeah, this is a done deal. Now it's over. Now it is definitely over. The storms there killed another 40 SCVs, and JH went down from about 50 to 14. He still has a lot of tanks in the front, but this is over. There's no way. There's no way. It's 16 against 85 probes, and Ameba is now rich enough to keep making drops, keep sending out drops, and to absolutely obliterate his opponent on the next attack. I just don't see it happening. He's getting level 3 armor. He's still no weapon upgrades. No weapon upgrades. He's just getting armor. He's just getting armor. Oh, tank job here though. Tank job. Gonna shoot. Shoot. Kills. Oh, 4, 7. Not that many. That's something that Ameba doesn't care about. Drop there, coming in from the top side though. And this is like 7 shuttles. 9 shuttles completely filled up with units. He's gonna unload them far away from the command center and break everything down from afar. He's gonna sending 1 drop there. Nope, he's still got nothing in there, I assume. Yeah, that actually doesn't deal all that much damage somehow. It's like the tanks here are doing a lot of work taking down those units, even though they have level 3 armor very soon. The 70 damage from the Arclight shock cannon still pretty much melts zealots. These 2 shuttles in the bottom corner are empty. And he cleared out his base. He's down 28 workers. Life is starting to look a little bit better here for JH as he manages to hold on and hang in there. But honestly, Ameba is... I think he should just go for a mass attack on the front here. He's still doing the drops. Like, he's good at dropping. He's good at it. But what if he just threw out a mass attack on the front? Which doesn't seem, you know, it doesn't seem like JH has that many units. Like, how many shuttles does Ameba have? That's 10. That's 40 supply, 20 supply. And he's also got 4 Corsairs, which is another 8 supply. So he's got 28 supply in just stuff that can transport units. Then he's got 85 probes, which is 85 supply as well. So they were already looking at like 133 supply of non-combat units. He's coming in with a drop there though, once again, and this time around he's got all the units on the scene, all the units are there, ready to storm. Reavers in the mix as well. The Reavers are going to be the game changer here because he's going straight for the command center this time around. He cannot repair the command center because there's Reavers there ready to take it down. Zealots are on top of it, and yeah, this is it. This is it. Command center goes down, units are going down as well, and this entire bottom section of the base is completely taken over. SCVs are running to safety, still got 31 of them, but it doesn't matter. You got no command centers, boy. You got no command centers. All the command centers are gone. Look at this. He's got no units either. He's got 69 supply. He's losing SCVs in the back still. Yeah, he's saying something, but this is just... I think Ameba was just toying with his food. Like, he could have finished JH off long ago, but he stretched out the game to 26 minutes. Or maybe JH just defended it really, really amazingly well, but... that game was messy. Interesting though, but messy. But a lot of the same attempts of trying to storm drop and not really doing big, massive frontal mass gateway unit Zealot Dragoon attacks. Which I think are kind of important. But nonetheless, Ameba wins the day. He goes home with 3 wins against only 2. It's time to upgrade that little thing here. 4 wins, 1 loss. Best of 7 victory for Ameba against JH. And JH, he played really well in most of the games, but he just didn't have what it takes to beat Ameba in a Terran versus Protoss best of 7 series. So next time I'm gonna see if another player can do it. Maybe Hamburg or Saza can do it. Maybe Minchel can do it. Maybe Li Bogu. Who knows? It's something we'll have to find out for ourselves. Because I'll be honest, Ameba has a good Protoss, but it doesn't look as strong as, for example, 458 or Hamburg Asasu, or I can name another 7 or 8 players who seem to be having stronger Protoss build orders. But one thing Ameba has going for him is that he is, you know, he doesn't give you time or room to breathe. He doesn't build much, doesn't go for mass attacks, but he doesn't give you room to progress. He cuts off your path to the future early, and then keeps cutting it off. He just, like, prevents you from moving. Never gives you the freedom that you yearn for so badly.